Good Money Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Whoopin' Bets YouTube show here. And we are ready to get started for today's best bets that we love on today's board, May 23rd, Tuesday. And do we even have to talk about Sunday? You know, it's already been, 2 days since Sunday. We had an awful day on Sunday. We had an awful day on Saturday. Just really wasn't a great weekend after that almost perfect opening day that we had. 5-1 on opening day. Then we struggled. I think we are 1-8 now in our last 9 plays. Had a day off yesterday, of course, but with no games. We are 7-8 minus 0.3 units on the season. Prize picks wise, we're doing pretty solid. Prize picks wise, we're 3-0 on our prize picks squares of the day. So that's good news. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 games on the betting slate. So let's get right into it with, of course, our first game of the day at 6 p.m. there on WNBA League Pass. It's also on Monumental. Don't know what that is. Another subscription. You don't need it. Just get the League Pass and you should be fine. Don't quote me on that, though, actually. But I think you should be fine. We have the Washington Mystics at home. Little rematch here from Sunday's game, taking on the Connecticut Sun. The Mystics, I should say, open up as 2.5-point favorites. This line quickly jumped to minus 5.5. Now the over-under jumped a point and is now up at 158.5. If you do like the Sun on the money line, they are plus 170 on that money line. The Mystics were really strong. They started out strong against the Sun. They had a 4-point halftime lead. They had a 10-point first quarter lead. The Sun are now just 1-4 against the Mystics in the last 5 meetings. Sunday's game was the first time the Sun got an ATS win in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. So again, I'm going to kind of split this game up to, first half, second half. And when I split the game into first half, second half, I like the Mystics and their firepower and their ability to get out. And EDD, her minutes are looking strong, and we're going to take the Mystics when they're at their best, and I think that's in the first half so far through the first 2 games. When they're the strongest, I think in that first half there, that first quarter, first half. So we're going to take the Mystics minus 2.5 for the first half, and that's at minus 115, and that's going to be our bet for that game. Again, this Mystics team, man, can they? I thought about the total. I thought about the Mystics team total over potentially. This team has to shoot better. From outside, Natasha Cloud, I think she's going to have a great night tonight. Hopefully a big night tonight. She's just 1 of 9 from deep. The Mystics on Sunday shot 3 of 21. Prior to that, their opening night game, I think they were 6 of 33 or something like that. So they have to be better. They have to be better from deep. And I think it starts with Natasha Cloud. I almost glitched out there. I think it starts with Natasha Cloud. Still kind of waiting on her to have a big game here this season. Again, we're only 2 games in. So it's we're waiting. If we're talking about that game 13, then we'll be we're waiting for her to have a big game. But she's just 1 of 9 from beyond the arc this season. Hopefully she can knock down some threes early on, and the Mystics can, at least lead at home in a rematch with a team that just lost to. So that's our first bet of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of hopping on that Mystics train, that Mystics hot first half train. Take us in and get us our first win here of the week. Again, 1-8 in our last 9 plays. Not good. Not good, but it ends today. And while it was good to have that day off yesterday, it's good to be back and in the swing of things with the YouTube bets. So again, if you want more YouTube videos, subscribe below to the Whoopin' Bets YouTube channel. And of course, go over to Twitter, give us a follow on there at Whoopin' Bets. Awesome. Second bet of the day, Atlanta Dream Team coming into my home state of Minnesota, taking on the Lynx here. The Minnesota Lynx minus 2.5, over under 162.5. If you like the Dream, they're plus 110 on that money line. I'm going to take them plus 2.5 here on the road. They open up at plus 6. So the value, or not even the value, just the number wise, just doesn't seem great to take them now after they dropped down nearly 5 points. Plus 2.5. We're going to take the Dream money line, full game, plus 110 as well. And then we're going to take the Minnesota Lynx under 82.5 points. Dream 6-4 in their last 20 meetings in Minnesota. The over is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings between these two teams as well. But again, look what Dallas had to do to take down the Dream. I know the Dream had to battle back in that game, but the Dream lost by what, 7-ish points to a Dallas Wings team that had 3 players that scored 20 points or more. One had 27, one had 25, and I think one had 20, or was it 20, 23, and 27? Doesn't matter. They had 3 players that scored over 60 points, and that's how the Dream lost their season opener game. Dream also gave up 9 3-pointers. They hit some 3-pointers as well. I think they also hit 9 3-pointers, but they also gave up some 3-pointers. So again, me personally, I just don't see this Minnesota Lynx team. I just don't see them getting that kind of production out of this lineup to take down the Dream like this. So they might try and take down the Dream by playing ugly. I guess we'll kind of see. But this is an improved Atlanta Dream defense. And I think that they kind of get right here in game 2 on the road. I know it's back-to-back road games, but we saw the Lynx. They scored 66 points in that Friday game against the Chicago Sky. Side note, they scored 3 points. I think, was it in the second quarter? They got outscored 22-3. So 66 points, 11-point loss or whatever it was, kind of skewed a little bit because, I mean, how many more times is that going to happen to a team, not only the Lynx this season, but to a WNBA team this season? How many more times is a team going to score less than 5 points in a quarter? I'm going to set the over-under at 2.5. If you want action, I'm down. This team is truly trying to hang their hat, on that defensive ability. This is the game. You have to do it. You have to shut this Lynx team down, right? This Lynx team, you have to shut them down. And I know it's on the road, and I know it's back-to-back games, but this is how it goes. The Dream, they come back, they get their first win of the season. So we're going to take them plus 2.5. We're going to take them plus 110 to win on the road. And then we're going to take the Minnesota Lynx under 82.5. Even if the Minnesota Lynx win this game, I still don't see them scoring over 80. We need 83 points out of this team. I just don't see this Minnesota Lynx team getting to 83 points. They certainly can win this game. That is not out of the question. And I'm not guaranteeing any one of these 3 bets hits. I would say, though, if the Lynx win, if you're worried about, well, I don't really believe in the Dream, or I kind of believe in the Lynx. If you're in that camp, if you're on one of those 2 sides or on both those sides, or if that's you, I would suggest taking the Lynx under 82.5 points. I just don't see this team scoring 83 points against this improved Atlanta Dream defense that, no, we didn't really see on that Friday showcase, considering they gave up, 87 points. They come today, they play better, and we've cashed on all of our bets. So again, it's been a struggle, ladies and gentlemen. And again, if I was you and you were me, would I be tailing you if I was 1-8 in my last 9 plays? Probably not. So again, we're grinding. It's early on in the season. We're only four days into the season, right? We're all right. We're hanging in there. So again, best of luck if you tail. If you like what we're on, let us know in the comments below or tweet us at WhoopinBets. Give us a nice DM. We have to kick this losing streak. We have to kick this losing streak, and I think it starts today. No better way to start the week off with a couple wins. Kick the losing streak down the street. Kick the can down the street, and away we go. Best of luck if you tail. Subscribe below. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.